World Open 4. You think a jackrabbit's fast? How about a turbo heat, where our heat runners-up will chomp at the bit to go through to that semi-final?
Never going to say no to a second chance.
You've got to get in there and gamble.
You've got to play more starting hands and a lot more aggressively.
For me, you're a poker player. You're there for me to take you down.
So hold tight for some extreme poker. Trevor Reardon has come down for the mighty Birmingham to play tonight. In the World Open 3, he came unstuck. Now he is back for revenge. Mohammed Shafio won his seat in a satellite event in his local club in Bridge North. He's known as one of the fastest players ever from the Bridge North circuit, but is hoping this will be his biggest win yet. Sammy, NE2 George, has been playing poker for 3 years and is waiting for that big win to take him to the top. This is his first TV tournament, and he is determined to take this one down. This guy is the 20-year-old hotshot, a successful online player with a cheeky side. This is Josh Tyler's debut on the World Open table, and his confidence is flying. Patel is the English cricketer known as the Diamond. He won the celeb heat and knocked the players for 6 in heat number 1. But has he reached the end of his innings tonight? Simon Craig, known as Trigger, is raring to go. His biggest claim to fame is taking out Phil Ivey in the Global Poker Challenge, but he is yet to take a big tournament win. He's one step closer to making that happen.
This is a great format for me. I love short-handed poker. I just find it an opportunity where you can play a very tight game. At the same time, you can also change gears and be very aggressive, and I like to play both.
The turbo heat, I think it'll suit my game because I'm quick. I'm not scared to re-raise. I'm not scared to check raise. I'm not scared to go all in.
If I get premium hands, I won't be afraid to get the chips in. If I get drawing hands, I'll probably look to do the same. So you've got to take a chance. You hope you're going to have to get lucky somewhere along the way as well. And, you know, turbos are like that, but at least there's a second chance to get through.
Time starts now.
Same chips, but a different format. Yellow's worth 1,000, blues are 2, reds 5K. And players start with 100,000 in chips. Got to get them all to go to the semi. And Greekfish, of course, the special rules. There's only 7 hands per level, and players only get 20 seconds to act.
Yeah, you're in for a treat if you've never seen one of these turbos before. They're so fast and furious and full of action, and yeah, it's going to be a great game here.
Mad Marty there, tournament director. He's got his hand on 2 clocks, and after 15 seconds, if a player hasn't made his decision, Marty will count down from 5, and if the player hasn't done anything, his hand's dead, of course.
Yep, that's the rules, and Marty's very, very strict with this. We've seen him in previous heats, and yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
You played in this format. You played in a turbo. You did pretty well. What's the strategy? I mean,
the strategy is you've got a bit of play at the beginning. The blinds are still very small, and you can fold for the first 10 minutes, and that's about it. If you get hands, you're going to have to start playing them. And look at this. Patel has woke up with a pair of aces here, and he's raised George. And look at Trevor Reardon. He's got pocket tens. I mean, Trevor Reardon, Big Trev, is a fantastic player, and you couldn't begrudge him here if he re-raised, but I seriously think he could get away at this stage.
Your 5 seconds to
4, up to 9. Trevor calls.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
he's giving himself options, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he could have pushed there and got himself in all sorts of trouble. But Big Trev's a very experienced class player, and yeah, that's a nice play.
Oh, Patel loved this so far.
Yeah, but interestingly, George is also in with the Jack-6 of clubs here.
NE2.
Well, there's a fine pair, but no one's got one of them.
Check.
God, it'd be amazing if Big TR can get out of this.
Well, Big TR has done him a massive favour here, with a coin coming. And what?
Well, Sammy George.
In the dark by George. You got to like that, Jesse.
Well, the great thing is it's going to give Trevor the chance to get away. I mean, this is pretty masterful.
Yeah, well, Trevor's got away, you know, with the minimum here. That's brilliant. But also, Patel, what I like about his play here, he's got aces, but he's finding out he's raised and not commit himself. He can fall to a re-raise if the guy's hit an 8.
Min, of course, through the celebrity heat, Greekfish. Second to Andy Ward, and now chip leader here in the turbo.
Oh, chip leader, but very early. It's the first hand, so we're not going to get carried away yet. But it's a nice start for him. looking around this table, we seem
call
to
it
have
magic min.
That bet was
one or
enough
two
for me to
aggressive
call.
players. We know Shafio's a very, very aggressive player, and he's not scared to stick it in.
I learned
This
once.
young kid, Josh, is obviously not scared to stick it in.
Kick it over that.
Say
Oh,
the button.
Trevor.
Nah, he's an experienced player. I know Trevor for a long time. He's a very good player.
You gone crack.
Pass.
What's going on here? Is it a button raise?
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Shaf's raised with the threes.
Raised.
Tyler's found ace queen. And
Got to make a quick decision.
yeah, the kid's got a
Bit
decision
nervous.
here.
Jeez, it looks like he's about to.
Give it a spin.
Cool.
There he goes.
He's
You
playing
buy a nice
all-
turbo, innit? You got a cool.
It's true.
Call passing the turbo, you can pass in turbo.
You know, Tyler's so young and on the internet, you think he can make quick decisions,
What a
but
horrible flop
he's one of those guys who took a long time
Something
to
you're
level
gonna
up
bet
in
it?
his heat.
It's up to you to act first, isn't it?
I'll bet it.
9,000.
Wow, it's a lovely bet, that is. I can't afford to back raise, I'm just going to flat call.
Cool.
I can't afford it.
What's Shaf up to?
Shaf's
I need to
thinking
feed the
about
family.
further
Ace,
things.
ace 5, ace 6 is.
Oh, I'll check it then.
Check.
It's an
Shaf's
horrible
going to
check,
move on
isn't
this. If you don't do it now, definitely do it on the river.
He's reading the lead out
Small,
by
small,
Tyler this
small,
week,
small.
isn't
It's
he?
only double what you bet, 14.
14.
It's nothing much.
The only problem is for him, he's going to get mixed up.
Small for what the pot is, I mean, it's.
If Tyler folds ace
40
queen there,
grand
he
now.
shouldn't be playing
We've got
poker.
trip aces.
I wish. I'd be trapping it if I had trip aces.
5 seconds to act.
Jeez, the time goes so fast.
Cool.
It does. It's only 20 seconds a decision. It's quicker than the internet, this turbo.
Yep, it certainly is.
And I think Tyler.
Oh, that's scary now. Tyler's looking at this and he's thinking, well, if he's got an ace, he must have one of these cards with it.
Well, he can't pass, can he?
37.
What can he beat? He can't beat ace king, he can't beat ace queen, and he can't beat ace jack 10, 7, 4. He can't beat nothing if the guy's got an ace. He could throw this away. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2,
He's going to
1.
pass.
Hands dead.
Whoa! And that's
Super.
what it is. That's what we're talking about, the time, Jesse. This is what we're talking about, the 20-second time.
Chef got him.
2 pairs.
You think he's a bit like 2
You
pairs?
think I bet like that? I bet 4 grand if I got 2 pairs on a straight, don't I?
Well, Neil Channing is here to share in the spills and thrills and this turbo heat. I mean, you only get 20 seconds to act. It looked to me like Josh Tyler couldn't even write his own name in that time.
I just can't work it out, Jesse. I've watched 4 of these turbos now. The only people that seem to struggle in them are these so-called internet pros who apparently do it all the time.
But, I mean, it was obviously kind of a tricky hand, but where did Josh go wrong here?
Well, again, we've said it a few times in these spots, ace-queen out of position is a very difficult hand to play. But it is a turbo, you've only got 7 hands at level, it's going to be one of the bigger hands you find, and basically if you've got ace-queen and you flop an ace, there's not really much of an excuse to not put your money in.
What about that river? I mean, why did he change his mind there?
Well, I can't understand it. I mean, he's decided to let Shaf take the lead on the turn by checking and calling. This gives Shaf a great chance to bluff on the river. Josh is setting up the bluff for Shaf so that he can pick off his bluff. Then suddenly he's decided he's bottling it.
Welcome to the partypoker.net World Open 4, where the cards are coming out of the chute and sweat's coming down the brow.
Pass. Pass.
Cool.
Cool. Pass.
Sammy George, this strategy worked out very well from him
Cool.
early in the heats, but when the blinds went up,
Nice.
it was trouble. And I wonder,
Is this just... what's that?
10,000 more.
triggers raised from the big
Go
blind.
on the trigger.
I mean,
Good play. Good. Well, he's right to. He's right to. The only thing is, he should have raised a little bit more. I mean, if he made it 25 more, then that was it. The hand was over.
They've all got everybody wrapped up.
Well, there's. I fear for. Oh,
Check.
Craig's gone here. There's nothing he could do here. He's been cold
All
decked.
in.
Yeah, he's been cold decked. So he's
Pass.
going to get called here.
I mean, the jack kick. The jack kicker is a bit treacherous right now, isn't it? Or is it?
Well, to be honest, I think he gets called. I hope he doesn't, but I think he gets called. But even then, we've got split pot possibilities, and you know.
5, 4, 3,
Well,
Oh, cool.
yeah, he had to call. Well, I was hoping the clock would save him.
Okay, 73.
It's very tough. I mean, the pot was still in the process of being counted, and Patel had to make his decision.
Yeah,
and
the
he's
kicker
right
plays.
here.
Kicker plays at the moment.
Wow. But you were right. You just can't be folding these, I guess.
No, you
in this
can't.
tournament,
This is just cold decks. I mean, Simon actually made a really good raise.
He needs a high card.
He needs an 8,
He
a
needs
queen or
big
king
card. Yeah,
for the split.
He needs a king, queen, or an 8.
5 or...
And that's that. That'll do nicely. Now he wants an 8.
Oh, they both got the same hand, pretty much. 8 or jack to change it.
That's right. An 8 would be nice. Oh my God. Oops.
Very unlucky for Mint
that is-
Patel.
Yeah, it's unlucky.
You had a
That is
hiccup when you
unlucky.
said all in as well.
And that's going to take most of Patel's chips.
22, 32.
32. Shove, shove, shove.
You got reds, man.
We're not messing around now, are we?
I just
Big
missed
ball
out on
there.
another
Craig
50K.
chip lead, 186,000. Get in now. And Chef,
telling you.
133, Reardon,
See a couple of double
131,
ups
and
here
the
and
other
they'll
3
be
all in
alright.
big trouble.
It'll swing, it'll swing.
Right, Jesse. Level 3, this is where it all gets very, very interesting. You're going to see a lot more all-ins and a lot more raises and not as many flops and all the rest of it now because the chips really need to go in pre-flop now. And here we go. Ace King suited.
Raised to 16,000 total.
Massive,
All in.
massive
We
hand.
raised all in.
Sammy's
21.
made a play here which has got some very bad timing, unfortunately.
He's getting called for
Oh,
sure.
100%.
No one's leaving me alone.
You couldn't make him fold with a hammer in your hand.
I had an ace.
And second time in a...
But the only consolation, he's got some hearts. I mean, you know, he's got a live 9 and hearts, and that's about it.
Hearts. 3 hearts would be lovely.
Be huge news
What
for
about nine?
Shaft.
Oh, I don't want a
Get
9,
this
give me
ace
hearts.
king to hold up for Sammy George is the lifeline for the 9.
Yeah, the man from Bridge North is almost there.
Or a 10.
But
Or a
see-
10.
Go on, give him a 10.
yeah.
Give him a
10's
10.
no good
Give me
for
a 10
George.
so I can...
No,
He
of course
does
it
not
isn't.
want to hit
Give me
that
a
straight. He needs the 9.
Oh!
Oh, look, it's a heart, Jesse. You can see what's going to happen. No, it ain't.
black.
It can't. It cannot happen.
Card.
It's not going to be red, is it?
Hearts.
He can't hit a 10.
It can't be red.
Yes!
Wow. Tell you what, Chef took that well, but he was
No,
just...
no. Shaft looks like he took that well. Deep down, he'd be going absolutely nuts, and the man from Bridge North has just got sickly beat there.
Why am I blessed like this?
Just keep saying the baby needs new shoes.
6,000
Oh,
for
it'll be
Patel in the
What
big
new shoes?
blind, who's
Baby
only
needs
got
new
about
shoes.
28
Oh,
back,
okay.
Greekfish.
Yeah. I mean, also, we forgot to mention about his ace jack Patel. I mean, Min's done nothing wrong there. He's just got unlucky again.
Dude's a machine.
Now, this I disagree
Raised
with.
to 21,000 total.
It might get through, but I mean, why raise the short stack? There was no need for it from Shaft.
34 total.
He can't fold now,
Well,
can
of
he?
course he can't. If you thought about it, then he wouldn't have made the play. But now he's going to show everyone what he's playing.
13,000 more.
Yeah, he had a lap round as well. We could have got a better hand to do it with, and I think this is the first slip up we've seen him make. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised to see a 2 come after what we've seen already so far tonight, Jesse.
Patel all in and dominating.
Oh!
So
Probably was
Thank you for that, Min.
thank you very much, Min.
You can hear what the table think about his queen too,
Can you
Jesse.
tell me now?
Do you want this t-shirt? Shall I wear yours? Is that so? What trip twos?
Tell you what,
Hey, say it
Greekfish,
again.
this action's so fast, you know, you
It's
do
brilliant.
things before you even think of them. Right now, the jack plays, though.
Give me a 3 out of 5 next card, so another that.
Oi, Tony boy!
What the
Yeah, but the
hell?
jack's gonna come next. It's always
Well,
happens.
Patel
So
could,
did you bluff
well, I
with
don't know
that
what.
hand before, when
It's
I-
disgusting, isn't it?
Oh.
Oh, it's horrible.
Wait,
isn't it?
like,
Min, you've done nothing wrong, my
So
friend.
did you bluff me?
Unlucky.
You'll find out
Bang,
later.
bang,
I'm not making no
down
comment.
to
You're going to see my
5.
cards paid for. He paid for this in Ace King to beat me.
I felt I had a chance. If my hand stood up, then fine. You know, I'd have a nice stack, couple of players out, but it wasn't to be. So, to be honest, that's my own fault. I should have won the heat proper and not been in the turbo.
You like to talk about
Look at
the
Matt
weather,
Marty
don't
there, Greekfish. You know, he's got his eye on everything.
Yeah, and he's getting on a bit, old Mad Marty. I mean, he's he's doing his job really well.
This Sammy George,
Pass.
he is,
Pass.
you look at him, I mean, you get scared of him if you're at this table because You know, if you try raise, he's calling you. Don't
Yeah, and Simon's woke up with aces here.
20,000
And,
total.
great timing for him.
Pass.
Tell you what. Keep talking about. Oh no, and Shaf's in trouble.
No, he's not. He's going to pass.
We got 20 seconds to think.
He's going to pass. He wants to get it in first.
I'm all in.
Oh
All
my
in.
God.
Call.
Trigger with the bullets, and
Okay, gentlemen.
Shaf.
On their backs if we play.
This is a massive pot.
Aces. Yep.
Nice hand.
In
1
big
minute left.
trouble. This is a
We
massive
all know what
pot.
happens with the hearts.
Craig's going to end up with half the chips in play if these aces hold.
Wow. And look at him. Not a bit of emotion on him.
Oh, he's feeling it, isn't he?
Oh
That's not a
my
bad flop
dear.
for you.
Any 10, any king.
Why?
Oh dear.
Shaf's got out of the muck a couple times.
Any 10.
That has taken
That's
some
a good
outs
card.
away.
No,
Yeah,
Jack.
good card for Craig here.
10 or a 10.
Only a king really or a 10.
Nice game, guys.
Yep.
Aces hold.
Take it, go ahead, sorry.
And
Your hand.
Yeah.
Shaf, yeah. Well, he's had his wheels on since the start. He was full aggro
come
for
on.
Greekfish, wasn't he?
Big for the
Greekfish?
door.
He hasn't gone out for lack of effort, that's for sure. And he never does.
Wow.
Where did you say go out?
Such an exciting player,
What a
Shaf.
flop, and you see that, huh?
I'm low stat.
All right.
Raise.
The trigger is rapid fire. This might be Trigger's format.
30,000 total.
I don't think you're giving him enough credit. I think he's becoming a better and better player. Josh has got to move here.
Call
He
him.
has to.
Thank you. Now I can see
It's not
what else
passing.
going on.
He's got to call.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to get
30,000
down to
more.
that.
He's got to call. He's
think-
got no price.
I hope you have minimum pair.
Thirty.
Watch it, he hasn't shown
I
his
know, I
cards
know,
yet.
I know.
He can't fold
He's
anyway,
calling now, we
so
can see what's going on.
What have you got? Anything good?
Tyler's going
Josh
to be
would be
happy.
delighted.
He's-
Yeah, Josh would be delighted to see what he's got. But when the queen
Chips
or
are in
jack
ahead.
hits, then
Thank you.
what'll be an interesting flop here is like queen jack 6, and then Tyler's got the straight draw. Craig's got 2 pair.
King, king, king.
I think that's slightly optimistic.
Odds are that I won't win with
You
king
can't
high.
get what you don't ask for, right?
Well, no change.
Black
Backdoor
card.
hearts for Craig. But so far, Josh is
spades.
looking good for a double up. That's the hearts out the window, so he's dead to a queen or a jack. I mean, Josh is out unless yeah, he's out. He's out.
Oh,
It's
no
gone.
lucky dog.
It's gone.
Rolling for me.
How do I find that out?
Yeah, big sigh there from Tyler.
Josh saw
I
him.
mean,
Yeah.
narrowly pipped by Neil Channing, and now fourth in the turbo. He's only 20. He's got
Okay,
plenty
look
of
at
time.
the big blind on the raise.
Only good news for Sammy George right now is that any 2 has the button and a great nickname. That's good enough.
That is. If he had 30,000, what he never wasted last time, he would have made it a bigger rise.
How much?
Pass.
I'm calling. Call.
Yeah, he's calling, he says.
Yeah, Big TR knows the ace is likely to be good.
Bloody
and,
hell.
he's right.
Ace 3.
You call me,
39.
says Sammy. And this is big for both Reardon and George. Slightly bigger for Sammy because he's all in. But
Nah, he should have folded that one. At least giving me a spin on the next hand.
I like this. The look of this Sammy George.
all in with the queen, jack, and trailing.
Yeah, and no hearts either, so that's out of the question. But now it's opened a few doors out. Any ace, any 9, which is not a heart, I might add.
Or jack or queen, and he
he's
hits
hit
it. Wow.
Wow.
Sammy George has gotten out of jail.
Cheers, Trev.
About 6
Surviving
times.
another day.
Let's not exaggerate. That was the 3rd time he was all in dead and he's got out. So, wow. I might have to borrow that T-shirt for when I play my hoop.
Fancy you on the 10.
What is it, 10-20?
Lines up to 10 and 20.
I get checked, man.
Everything going well for
No, it's
Trig.
going to get horrible.
George and Reardon, half and half
10, 20,
again.
30.
Yeah, Trigger's in absolute command at the moment. And this could be his day, finally.
He's in the big blind with 20,000 is TR. He has to call with a very wide range, and these guys have to be aware of that, I'm guessing.
Well, Big TR ain't had drawn no
Raise.
one, has he?
Raise.
He's not exactly had luck go his way, and There's only 2 here for him.
40-odd thousand left.
40 more.
Raise, 40 more, 60,000.
Very, very quick call by Trevor. I'm imagining he's looked, but
even if he hasn't, he would still call to you.
Sorry?
entirely possible he
I don't know
hasn't.
what, I don't know what is this.
But,
I haven't got 40.
cards.
Oh, cool.
63.
Technicalities.
63 total. Okay.
So you got 3.
126,000 in the pot.
2 live cards, as
Two
Big
live
Trevor said, and
cards.
he's right.
Maybe I can get lucky.
It's the first time TR's been all in tonight. Craig's had several people all in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
hold on a minute. Oh, no. Well, I'll tell you something.
we've got a backdoor
This
strike
turbo
draw.
game ain't for me.
It's got to be runner. He needs
Yeah.
2 cards here. 6%er.
There's not one of them, so he's gone. Unlucky Big TR. No luck. Done nothing wrong. And to rub it in, Craig
take
makes
care, mate.
kings and queens.
He's played beautiful in this tournament, Trevor, but out in 3rd for this turbo and 2 left for that 1 spot in the semi.
Why do I get it when it's 30? Huh? Until I'm blinded.
Well, this bubble's double trouble. The lucky losers. And one of these guys is going to come second twice, but one going to that semi-final. Craig's got a big chip lead here, and God, wouldn't he love to hammer this home?
And look at this. When it is your day, it's your day.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh, great play. Now, Sammy slips here. He's all in.
All in.
This
Yeah,
could
of
be
course.
it.
Auto call. End of tournament.
What is it? Cool.
Cool.
This certainly could be it.
Oh, he's, you know,
it's-
so bad. He's, you know, such a dog now.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, George says, what was I going to do?
What was the slow roll
Oh my
about? That's
God.
what George is
what can
thinking.
you do with that? What can you do with that?
sure it wasn't
When it's come
intentional.
5-5-5.
No, how about 2, 3, 4 be interesting?
Or backdoor
4
club draw.
blacks. 4 blacks.
4 clubs would be lovely.
Trigger on the verge.
He's almost there.
No, it's done, isn't it?
He's going to the semi-final, I think.
He has. He's done it. Well done, Trig. Unless something very weird happens. Well, it's opened up possibilities here with a deuce.
Ace 2 maybe.
With a deuce.
2 would be good.
Oh, George is really funking it.
Yeah, he's not that good.
You got 3 spades.
3. Cheers, Simon.
Totally deserved victory.
Nice one, thank you.
He can celebrate now.
And Sammy George loses nothing in defeat. I think it's been
Aces.
fantastic for
Yeah.
TV, and
You're gonna win,
he'll only get better and better in these televised tournaments.
I had only 60,000 left. So either I go all in with the first ace or high card I see, or I fold and he blinds me out. And I get the ace and he hits me with the bullet straight away, and I fell straight to the ground when I saw it.
Well, if you think winning a heat is tough, how about winning a turbo? But Simon, Craig, you did it. I mean, congratulations.
Thank you.
I know how much this means to you. You've been practicing your game, and you weren't discouraged by coming second in your heat,
No,
were you?
no, I was keen for turbo. I thought the sort of instinctive play might help me.
You made quick decisions. What was the key for you tonight?
I hit some nice cards, obviously. I can't take that away. But
You made some big folds, too.
yeah, I had to make big folds, and I'm thinking once I had a few chips, and I made the big folds because I didn't want to lose them, and I had some good chips, and I thought if I let them back in the game, I could have got control of the game, and I think I stayed there.
6 more lucky losers are going to try and do what Simon Craig has done, coming through that turbo after the break. Six more lucky losers now sit down and fervently pray to shine a little light on me. For the others, it'll be another starry night staring into the big abyss. Simon Zach is part of the Blackpool Poker Mob. He's had great results in this format and made the final table in the UK Open 3. He's not scared of going all in with nothing. Kevin O'Connell is a big character on the table and has taken some huge cash wins at the EPTs, WPTs, and the Irish Open. Richard Ashby, known as Chufty, has had a bit of form of late, cashing at the EPT in Dublin and making it to the final of the UK Open 4. He's no stranger to these formats and will be working his charms with the cards again. Cat Girl has left the body painted home, but she's back in the attack seat again, narrowly getting beat by Liam Flood. She's here to meow her way to the semi-final. Jan-Peter Yakman is co-founder of one of the biggest poker magazines in Germany. He has an incredible record at the table and means to prove to these guys that he's more than just talk. Christoph Haller from Austria has been playing for 26 years. His biggest achievement is winning 10 million in cash games, and he used the money to buy a football team. But he won't be afraid of making the big moves.
I'm not going to be hanging around. I'm going to be trying to get my chips in first, and if I need to gamble, you know, I'm more than willing to do so.
The antes go up every 7 hands, and I think you've just got to get stuck in.
In this, there's no safety net, so it's irrelevant whether you're first out or last out.
Well, at least the chip values are the same. Yellow's still worth 1,000, blue's still worth 2. The red's 5K apiece. There's only 7 hands per level, and players only get 20 seconds to act. In the box again with the kid from Watford, Andrew Feldman. If there is a skill in this, it's being able to actually make a cool decision, a calm decision quickly. And a guy like Ashby who plays, you know, 3-4 tables online consistently.
That's going to go to his advantage for sure.
It's only 7 hands that first level, but you think, hey, you know what? Maybe something happens and it breaks open, right? I mean, maybe I break a flop off.
Yeah, well, that's. I don't think Rich is going to flop his set, but not too much else out. That could cause a lot of.
Check.
Everyone's in this pot except for Cat
Well,
Girl.
Simon might do a few chips here.
Oh, he's out kicked with the king, and
12,000.
And I can't see him folding this king.
if Yakman thinks about this, well, if Zach calls here, I mean, he's not going to be delighted with his 9 kicker, is he?
Well, I don't. If Simon called, I would imagine he would slow down on the turn.
5, 4. Cool.
Yeah, I can't see Simon folding this.
And he's taken enough time with it that.
That's the only thing which may slow the action down is Yakman's kicker. Because if he had like King Queen, he would be confident, but King 9, well, that's definitely gonna be a check.
Yeah, Yakman's going to have to make a big decision quickly here.
I can't see him bet.
Check.
Check.
Yeah, he didn't like that turn.
And there are some split pot cards out
7.
there. The deuce or the 5, for instance.
No, then 9 plays.
Certainly doesn't.
Check.
Check.
I think Yakman might be. You'd think he might be happy to.
Nah, well, one thing I've known with this Yakman is he likes to make some thin value bets.
9,000.
After what happened in his heat.
9.
And I can't see Simon folding for 9.
Oh.
Is Yakman thinking, well, he was in the big blind, so when I think about the lower kings, there's actually a good chance of him having one.
3.
He's calling for 9.
2.
There's no way he's folding.
12,000.
2 pair.
You have 2 pairs?
No, I'm saying if you 2.
Yeah, it's
One pair good, as it turns out. The kings with the 9, and that it was a good value bet, I guess.
Yeah, it was good, and that's one thing that this Yakman doesn't like to miss is getting full value out of his hands. So yeah, it was a nice bet.
I needed a 3, yeah.
That has taken Jan-Peter Yakman to the top of the poll. Lines up 2,000, 4,000.
10.
Raise to 10,000 total.
Is Simon gonna call this?
Cool.
Cool.
Yep. Maybe he'll be in trouble if some spades come out. That's for sure.
Sure. Well, I mean, it looks like Simon Zach is trying to break a flop, and
yeah, Simon's in big trouble with his hand.
3s are live for him.
That's about it. Well, he's picked up a straight draw.
Check.
Depends how aggressive
Check.
he plays this.
Check.
Yeah, I think it.
Christoph has checked this middle pair, but he'll like the hand now, won't he?
Wow. This would be a great bet if Yakman can fire a good at
20,000.
That's not just a bullet. That's a good, strong bet.
Yeah. I think it's going to get through. I'm sure this is going to get through. I mean, unless Simon... that was a fantastic bet. I mean...
And Haller pretty much gave up that pot, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I think he could have made a continuation bet, tried to take it down, and the problem by checking there is you're just opening the door for a strong player like Yatman to sense some weakness and just and take it down.
I don't mind if a bit of action.
What's happened is the blinds have gone up. Again. All of a sudden we're playing 3 and 6.
No, do a nice hand.
Pass.
But you just need
Pass.
64.
10-6.
Pass.
Alright, first big pair we've seen.
Raise. 18,000
See,
total.
Cat Girl, she had the 18,000.
Wow,
Ooh.
this is all in.
All in.
We raise all in.
This is the first. I don't think she's going to be folding the queens.
You just can't be folding queens, can you? In this format.
There's no way she's folding this unless she gets timed out.
I call. Cool.
Yeah, it's a classic race.
And it's a good spot for Cat Girl. She's going to have nearly 200,000 if the queens hold. I think we saw an ace passed.
Yeah.
For Yakman, he'll basically have half the chips in play if he can hit the ace or king.
I'm taking both.
Yeah.
She took. No. She took both. Don't.
There it is.
The king. Yeah, Peter's name could be on the wall here. And looks like we're going to be down to, yes, 5 players.
Yeah. Nothing she could do about that. The hand plays itself. Richard hasn't really had any cards, and Haller's hasn't connected with any flops.
You got to make your own arrangements at some point. Oh, well, that's a card to make your own arrangements with.
Pass.
He's being called here for sure.
Yeah.
Christopher isn't folding this.
Yeah.
He's got who coming?
A straight race to probably take us to 5 players, or
kind of even.
4.5.
Yeah.
Oh, have I got him covered?
I got 45. You're ahead in chips.
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's a good flop for the 8s. No real danger.
Christoph's all in. Ashby's got about 24,000 back, and if the ace or 10 doesn't come, he's...
Oh, there it is.
Chuff.
Okay.
Christoph Haller, he's been a great revelation in this tournament. Played some great poker in his heat, but you cannot lose a race and stay in this turbo.
Yeah. I mean, he was a bit unfortunate that he didn't hit any flops, and the final hand really just played itself.
I love it. I mean, absolutely enjoy it. I'm looking for these things online, playing fast, playing many hands. Like, it's the thing I enjoy most in poker. Do many decisions in a brief time.
I had a large suited ace.
I should have called you. I should have called you.
Kevin now down to about 70.
Pass. Pass.
Cool.
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 Wow, that was set up pretty well, but he's only got ace 3.
Yeah, it's almost a 50-50.
I didn't realise it was married.
Yeah, as we can see, just 53-46.
I think he may well there.
It is O'Connell all in though. Simon Zach's got about twice as many, and
he can hit an 8 now.
I don't want to doing that.
7, 8, or 9 for Kevin.
Queen to finish it off.
Got the queen,
I don't want an ace now.
Ace for split. Kevin pretty much out of here.
Wow. Cheers, Kevin.
And Kevin O'Connell, who played such great poker in his heat, and he's out in 4th in this turbo.
You better look after it now.
Be big blind only. Pay your 15 less.
Yes, 7 and 15,000 now. Just 2 rounds of this. 7 hands.
All in.
All in.
Call.
Call.
And he doesn't. I would guess that Jan Peter needs more to call with than Simon did than Ashby did to raise.
Wow, we've
Jeez.
got some big hands here.
And Yakman's just called this. Simon has to make a quick decision.
I think Simon's going to call.
3.
I think Simon's
2.
calling.
1. His hand's dead.
Wow!
You got me.
It was too quick, that decision, huh?
He's going to feel pretty sick when he sees his hand.
That's worse.
I mean, he's in a very tough spot, but I may have been in the favour of calling, given the fact that the speed of this tournament, you know that Yatman could. Well, it turns out to be a good fold.
Any 3.
Certainly turned out to be
Is it either?
the right thing considering the board. Ashby's all in, and as he says, there's all those.
Oh, he's done it again.
Wow!
Done it twice in a row now.
This is
That's so sick.
I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah.
This Richard Ashby, how less he can be.
Sorry, man.
Well, that's what happened in his heat.
Yep.
He knocked
Against-
out. It was Nick Purcell.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the ace, rag ace against ace 9.
Yeah, and it was the wheel. I think it was the 3 there on the turn.
And he's hit a 3-outer before, and now he's hit another 4-outer. 4-outer now.
24, Richard.
Jack 8 of hearts. What did you to call?
Jack 8, oh yeah.
Pass.
Come out, I board.
Oh, Rich is raising this for sure.
Call.
No, he's just
Was winning, wasn't it?
up Richard calling.
Yeah, and
this might induce Jan to
The draw was
push.
winning.
He's looking tempted.
This is, I guess, why Ashby limped the last time around with nothing. Set this play up.
Yeah, he's definitely.
5 seconds to act.
Yeah, I just knew it.
Based
He
all in.
couldn't resist himself, and there's no way Richard's folding this. I can't see Richard folding this.
I thought I was trapping you.
I can't see
It's
Richard.
such a bad check call.
The only thing is, it is.
I got a call.
Yeah,
Call.
I couldn't see Richard folding. an ace.
He's right. He's just got a call.
I tried myself. But you know, now I win with Queen or 8. You kind of. It's better hand than much better hand than you.
It's 5.
It's check. This is 100. This is 106.
Is that all it is?
Yeah.
That's not so bad.
I tell you, poor Jan Peter. He has given this tournament a lashing, but now needs the Queen or 8. He has been all in so many times, short stacked.
He deserves it. Nah.
Bad luck. Sorry.
I think this tournament has Richard Ashby's name written all over.
Yeah, and Peter Yakman, definitely one of the stories of this tournament, but the last chapter has been written for him in this World Open. All corners of the poker world are represented in this final 2, both Blackpool and London. And Simon Zach, he's played very fast. He's really taken the flops off.
No raise.
Oh, well, he'll be happy enough to see a flop with this hand. Well, I can see a Richard taking this down.
Maybe the check raise.
Check. Check.
I mean, I don't understand why Richard's not deciding to lead out on this flop. Wow, he's made it.
Now he's definitely got a check, or what?
Well, with the 8, with only the 8 high flush,
45,000.
and I think Simon might call.
This is great news for Ashby. What a spot!
See, this
is a good bet, isn't it?
Well, if the 6 of spades come off, it will turn out to be a great bet. That's the card which is Richard's praying for.
I think he's going to get paid if any Jack or 9 comes as well.
But I mean, it would turn out to be.
Does he have to look at his chips and think, you know, does he have a better chance of deucing the bluff, or
Yeah, but I mean, he's not to know that. It's in all fairness.
thinks he might be getting paid by a 5 here?
Yeah, a 5 or maybe even
a 4.
Well, I don't. I think he's hoping that Simon's got ace 5,
85,000.
limped in with a 5. But yeah, I think.
Have you really got some of that rubbish?
I don't think Simon's seriously considering calling here with.
He's not going to have long to consider.
Pass.
That was a big break off.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what Richard was. How Richard, I think, wants to play this game. He wants to bet when he's got the hand. He doesn't want to be betting. Well, be betting when he could face a prospect of being check raised, because he knows this Simon, who's seems to have a lot of moves in this game, is capable of doing that.
You can talk again now. You come back in.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's just a question of very difficult to pick up any kind of good hand,
exactly. Yeah, when the blinds are this big, you just
check.
You have to.
And if you're not willing to, if you're not willing to bluff at the guy, you heads up with massive blinds. You better be cheap.
Yeah, 60,000 is a huge amount to give up.
Check.
Simon's gonna quite like this flop, and so once again, Rich is deciding to make a play at this when I can't see Simon folding.
Zach is.
I can't see Simon folding this.
45,000.
I feel like he's made bottom pair 6 or 7 times in this heat already.
I think he may even be contemplating check raising.
Because he got the straight draw.
Yeah.
Called.
Yeah, I mean a three would be interesting.
I mean, now there's 150K out there. Ashby has to find the second bullet. Does he have it in him?
Wow. Well, hey, not anymore.
Check.
I think he's gonna check this and just hope it.
Drawing dead now, isn't he?
Just hope that. Well, I mean, I'd like to see Simon check this, but I can't see him. The only way he can get paid, the only way he can get chips is if he checks.
60,000.
Sick.
Yeah. And this.
Ashby's looking at him saying, you always got something to call with and then bet the river?
I mean, I know Richard's made some crazy calls before, but
the hand's dead.
I can't see him calling him.
You bluffed me there. You got 3 or something. I think you got 3.
Well, you don't want to get this far and then do something stupid. I mean, in the back door, down to 2 in the turbo, but is there any play?
I don't think there is a lot of play, to be honest, Jesse, and I think possibly it's a tactical error by these two. They both know that they're good flop players and they want to use their experience of playing, you know, Chuffy Richard Ashby. He's played thousands and thousands of hands online and he's got so much experience of seeing flops. He doesn't want to create a big pot pre-flop. He wants to get in there and see a flop and use experience. But he's up against Simon Zach, who's also really experienced and has played thousands of tournaments. And really, you know, there isn't that much play in it. At the end of the day, the blind's 30,000. They've only got 300,000 each. They should probably just stick the whole lot in.
Because, I mean, there was basically no action in that hand, and there was 25% of the chips in play in the pot.
Absolutely. And Simon Zach's hit, you know, a reasonable flop. Chuffy's bet out with no real hand. Simon Zach has flopped a pair. Maybe he should stick it all in now. Having just called and then checked the turn, I don't really understand why Simon Zach bet on the river. That was the confusing thing to me. He's got this aggressive player against him in Richard Ashby, who might make a big bluff with nothing on the river. If it was me, I would be tempted to be brave, check the river, even though you've got 3 of a kind, and hope that Chuffy hangs himself.
Richard's not really getting like 2 queen kings, queen jacks, ace 10s,
He's definitely
pocket 8s.
stopped
He hasn't really had any big hands yet.
I mean, isn't there? It seems like Richard's playing a plan that is really good for the long run, but the short run is just bang, 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 isn't it?
Yeah.
What a raise.
Oh, that's nice.
Raise. 70,000 more.
Oh well, that's it over.
Cool.
And this is.
I mean,
it's
Richard's
unfortunate.
He's very unlucky.
It's exactly how it happened to him against Ryan Fronda.
But this is impossible to get away from.
The 6s against the 8s, now the 9s against the 10s, and these guys so close in chips that it's a virtual all-in.
Yeah, it's impossible. He cannot get away from this. That's it. No, there's just no flush. No, that's it. Just
tried to put as much play as possible in while
Two
waiting for the
remaining
cooler.
nines. It seals the deal.
Wow.
Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Thanks.
He's unlucky there, Richard, but
He's a great guy, Shafio, and he's a great player.
I think Simon's gonna make a very exciting second semi-final.
Second fight.
With his loose aggressive style.
He certainly will. Simon Zach through.
It's a bit frustrating to come second again, but I don't think I was playing too well today. I think I was playing a bit too passively. Sometimes I like come out, you know, all guns firing, but today I was just sitting back a little bit too much and not making enough plays.
The Zach attack is back. Simon Zach, congratulations. You had wheels on from the start. It was like you were still driving down the motorway.
Yeah, I just, you know, the quick, you've got to get stuck in. Probably suits my game a little bit. Came down with no expectations whatsoever, really. I just thought I'll get stuck in and, you know, see how it goes, and here we are.
The 14 semi-finalists are now set. We're going to start winnowing them down to 6 when we start our semi-finals. Next time, only 3 go through, and some of them could have a really big stack.
I'm kind of a specialist at winning the heat in these television tournaments and then going to the semi-final and failing spectacularly.
I'm playing to win, not playing just to make the finals. Please God, today, let's get the cards, let's be lucky.
I'm going to smash the granny out of this lot in the semi-final.
It's the road to the final table.